Agitation techniques in democratic societies. In democratic societies, agitation is not merely an act of protest. It's a calculated strategy aimed at influencing public opinion and policy through deliberate engagement with societal structures. This form of action requires both insight into human psychology and a deep understanding of political systems. The art of effective agitation lies in its ability to transform frustration into focused energy that can drive meaningful change without descending into chaos. It demands precision, creativity, and often, a profound commitment to justice. The foundations of effective agitation at the core of any successful agitation campaign are clear objectives aligned with broader social goals. These objectives must be defined meticulously to ensure they resonate across diverse segments within society while maintaining their integrity against external pressures. Strategic clarity provides direction and purpose, transforming vague discontent into targeted efforts. Without such clarity, even well-intentioned movements risk losing momentum or becoming sidetracked by less relevant issues. An essential component of strategic agitation involves identifying key stakeholders who hold influence over decision-making processes related to the cause being advocated for. Engaging these stakeholders early can significantly enhance the effectiveness of subsequent actions. Building alliances among various groups, whether grassroots organizations or influential individuals, can amplify voices that might otherwise go unheard. Such coalitions create leverage necessary for pushing agendas forward effectively. Identify stakeholders. Determine which entities have power over policies affecting your movement's interests and prioritize engagement with them based on relevance and impact potential. Craft clear objectives. Develop measurable outcomes tied closely to long-term vision, ensuring every action taken contributes meaningfully toward achieving those ends. Psychological underpinnings of mass mobilization. Mobilizing mass support hinges heavily upon understanding psychological principles governing group behavior and individual motivation towards collective action. By tapping into shared values and fears strategically, activists can galvanize widespread participation. Awareness campaigns utilizing emotionally compelling narratives tend to be particularly powerful when crafted around relatable experiences that highlight injustices faced by marginalized communities. Stories serve as potent tools capable of bridging empathy gaps between different demographics. Creating urgency through timely interventions helps maintain attention spans amidst competing priorities vying for public consciousness. The timing of announcements regarding protests or demonstrations plays a crucial role in determining success rates associated with them. Moreover, leveraging cognitive biases inherent in human nature allows organizers to craft messages that bypass logical defenses erected by opponents aiming to discredit activist efforts systematically. Case study: the power of narrative framing during civil rights marches in America during mid-20th century. Leaders adeptly framed their struggle using language emphasizing freedom rather than simply opposing discrimination. This shift enabled wider acceptance from non-oppositional sectors, including moderate politicians. The choice of narrative framing influences how issues are perceived, thus selecting appropriate metaphors becomes vital for garnering sympathy and support from varied audiences holding differing worldviews. Data shows that stories involving personal transformation due to systemic failures yield higher emotional responses compared to abstract statistical reports alone. Personal testimonials increase believability factor, considerably enhancing credibility scores assigned by independent observers. Additionally, consistent messaging across platforms reinforces theme coherence, preventing dilution caused by contradictory information disseminated simultaneously via alternative channels. Techniques for sustaining momentum. Sustained momentum in agitation work relies upon regular communication strategies designed to keep followers engaged continuously despite fluctuating interest levels seen naturally within populations. Utilizing digital media enables real-time updates, sharing progress made so far along with upcoming plans, thereby reinforcing sense of involvement amongst participants regardless geographical location. Variety in tactics prevents stagnation, offering fresh perspectives, keeping members motivated through novelty aspect intrinsic to human experience seeking stimulation regularly. Encouraging user-generated content promotes ownership feeling among supporters, making them active contributors rather passive recipients, thus strengthening bonds formed initially through shared purpose. Ethical considerations in agitation practices. While pursuing transformative goals through agitation methods, ethical boundaries need careful navigation, especially concerning use forceful measures potentially harming innocent parties involved indirectly. Nonviolent resistance remains cornerstone principle guiding most legitimate forms of modern-day activism, ensuring protection offered not only protesters but also bystanders caught unintentionally within conflict zones created deliberately through confrontational approaches employed frequently nowadays. Transparency about intentions behind planned activities fosters trust, essential. Building strong foundations required, sustaining long-term relationships, beneficial future collaborations regardless outcome achieved. Ultimately, fair treatment accorded all persons irrespective affiliations, upholds moral standards expected whenever advocating ideals rooted deeply within principles promoting equality, fairness, justice, universally recognized values. Legal frameworks governing protest activities. Navigating legal landscapes surrounding permissible modes expression constitutes critical element. Planning stages any agitation initiative undertaken legally responsibly manner. Understanding local regulations dictates parameters within which demonstrations may occur safely, avoiding unnecessary arrests, detentions, undermining credibility, entire endeavor possibly leading lost legitimacy sought originally. Consultation experts familiar nuances. Law ensures compliance requirements met fully, reducing risks, exposure, penalties imposed, authorities enforcing rules established, protecting public order, peace. Furthermore, awareness recent judicial decisions shaping interpretations existing statutes proves invaluable, preparing contingencies unexpected developments arising suddenly altering usual procedures followed traditionally. Measuring impact through data analytics. Leveraging data analytics offers objective means assessing efficacy implemented strategies, gauging responses generated within target demographics, allowing adjustments, optimized results continually, improving overall approach adopted. Tracking metrics such attendance figures, social media interactions, survey responses provides quantifiable evidence supporting claims about reach, influence exerted, specific initiatives launched recently. Analysis patterns. Emerging datasets reveals trends indicating areas requiring reinforcement, others showing diminishing returns, warranting reevaluation. Current methodologies applied successfully elsewhere, similarly situated contexts. Predictive modeling assists forecasting potential outcomes, various scenarios helping strategists prepare accordingly, mitigating adverse effects, anticipated changes, environment evolving dynamically impacted numerous factors simultaneously. Adapting strategies based on feedback loops, continuous evaluation, feedback mechanisms, integral refining agitation techniques, aligning ever-changing landscape demands placed upon advocates, striving achieve tangible shift status quo efficiently, effectively. Gathering qualitative inputs through interviews, focus groups, complements quantitative findings, derived statistical analysis, creating holistic picture, informing revisions. Needed sustained growth trajectory, projected earlier phases development cycle. Implementing agile frameworks permits rapid iterations, responding swiftly emerging challenges, opportunities, ensuring adaptability remains asset rather liability, encountered unpredictable terrain, traversed daily pursuit, common good pursued relentlessly. This iterative process embodies essence learning organization constantly evolving according needs demands populace served, demonstrating responsiveness embodiment, true leadership exercised authentically consistently. Conclusion. Effective agitation techniques require a blend of strategic foresight, psychological acumen, and ethical responsibility to navigate complex socio-political environments successfully. By integrating these elements thoughtfully, activists can foster sustainable change while respecting legal constraints and maintaining public trust, an imperative for lasting impact in democratic societies.